Go.
Who is Amelia Earhart? She is a nurse, a scholar, a teacher, and most of all, she's an American aviator. To me, she's an inspiration and a go-getter. Amelia Earhart is a great inspiration to women of her time. I'd like to dig in a little deeper into her past life, past her greatest flights, and her influence she had as a woman in aviation. The story about how she fell in love with flying, her records and achievements, and how she didn't let anything stop her from achieving her dream. This made her a brave and talented woman that she was. Ever since she was a little girl, she loved flying. Years later, this love grew to the full spectrum. Amelia Earhart's love for flying took off around 1919 when she joined the Red Cross to be a volunteer nurse's aide. While there, she spent a lot of time with wounded pilots. She spent her free time at an airfield nearby, watching the Royal Flying Corps fly by. In 1920, an air show in Long Beach, California, she took a 10-minute flight that changed her life. She said, "By the time I got 200 or 300 feet off the ground, I knew I had to fly." Ooh. In the summer of 1921, she bought her first biplane. She called it the Canary because of its bright yellow color. Now I'd like to talk about her records and achievements. In 1922, she used her Canary, the biplane, to set the woman's world record for flying 14,000 feet into the sky. She passed her flight test in 1921, making her the 16th woman to get her pilot's license. She was the first woman to fly over the Atlantic Ocean, this time as a passenger, in 1928. She joined the 99s in 1930, an organization for women pilots, or women in general, who had an interest in flying. Later that year, she became the organization's very first president. She was the first woman to fly the Atlantic Ocean solo in 1932. She's been through a lot of ups, but she had some downs. Many people know the achievements, but many people don't know the struggles she had to go through. She moved around a lot as a child, bouncing from town to town. With faltering family finances, she had to sell her plane, the Canary. She sold her plane to help her family when her mother and father were going through a divorce. Her last record-breaking flight was circumferencing the globe starting at the equator. She thought she could achieve this, and she did most of the way. She made it until about 7,000 more miles to go, and the plane lost radio contact near the Howland Islands. That was in 1937. They searched for her for 2 weeks, but they gave up. And then eventually in 1939, they pronounced her, they declared her legally dead. From birth to 1937, she always had a "you can do it" attitude. She stated, "The most effective way you can do it is to do it."